Alright, this is the follow-up to the PAL free weekly pick we sent out last night. My charts are different because I'm having to use one of my E-Trade charts. For whatever reason, I just got back from the airport and I can't get daily charts on eSignal. I'm getting intraday but not daily, so I've switched to E-Trade for the purpose of this video. Anyway, we called PAL, our entry idea was, let me get this right. Alright, it's coming back to me now. It was 390 over this 3-day high. You can see today's candle right here. The high was 387. PAL never even came into consideration in our trading room this morning. And as always, we always tell you we send out one at random out of the many picks that we watch each week, and either they're going to trigger or they're not. So that was a no trade. I actually don't have very much to brag about today as far as good calls by me. Some great calls by the room. The best one, CHTP. Now normally I don't play these lower volume stocks, but this thing was so interesting to me. Had this 3.6 million share pop, nice volume for 2 days in a row back in April. That took it up to 537. Then it had a bigger volume pop about a week ago that took it to 510. Looked like it was selling off and gapped back up again. So now you've got equal tops around 510. So we knew around 511 this could go. Now I didn't have it on watch today. I've had it on watch for several days, but not today. And one of our members, Susan, thanks for the heads up, said, hey, CHTP is trying again. And I'll use 5-minute candles. Oh, I can't scroll like I can with eSignal. So I've got to get used to E-Trade charts again here. But when Susan pointed it out, it was probably right about in this area, and so I called it on a high of day break. I said 504, and again, this hadn't happened yet. 504 could get us through those recent highs, through that recent high of 511. We could have a nice percentage gain here. 499 stop. All right, worked out great. 504 within 5 minutes. Worked its way up to 532. That's probably what, like a 5% move or something. I'm not exactly sure, but we were selling into it, and I copied some of the chat responses, which I already can't find now. Let's try that again. Okay, there they are. Just copied some of these from the chat room. You can see people celebrating. One of our guys, and I didn't recommend this, but took a 5,000 share position. I've taken their names out to avoid embarrassing anybody or whatever, but somebody took a 5,000 share position, made $925.21 on this pop right here. So very nice celebrating, and again, thanks to Susan, another example of the teamwork in there. Now after that, you probably saw the SPY just grinding down. Now you know when we get those stocks that are tanking, looking like that waterfall shape, they become interesting to me. And we've got a pretty good way to play them. Some of them today, CTSH, oh, I keep forgetting I can't scroll. Okay, anyway, right here, okay, right in here, CTSH was meeting our parameters that we teach. Now somebody pointed out to me, I brought it up, and again, none of this was just when it looked like this. This was a candle that was forming. That absolutely meets one of the parameters we teach for one of our intraday bounce ideas. And so I put it on the projector, showed everybody the entry. Now I didn't call it, and I didn't even take it myself. But the entry we teach, 66.79. So it was probably, well, bear with me here, somewhere around here. I'm not exactly positive. 66.79, and the stop only 66.63. So what is that? 16 cents below. And from 66.79 within about 5 minutes went to 67.34. So probably a good 50-cent move or more in about 5 minutes time, and I know some people in there took it. So there's an example of something you won't see on our results page, but I was actually projecting this live, showing it, and there were some nice trades on it. Aruba Networks, ARUN, looked like this. This is an intraday setup, by the way. Was pushing down here, I was stalking it on this green candle, but it never did trigger. And then when it came down and gave this narrow candle, there's another example. I gave a verbal ARUN over this candle could work, or I think I said clean fives here, which means the first break of a previous 5-minute candle. It has that potential final push down look that we teach. And again, the SPY just kept grinding down at this time, and so I told everybody I'm not taking it. And there's another example. We actually have a trade. There's a joke in the chat room. I got to share this with you. See how now my mouse is set for really fast, so if it looks like I'm uncoordinated, it's because my mouse is set. So a flick of the wrist will cover 3 screens. But that's a MOPI, M-O-P-I. That's a trade that we teach. It's called Mike's out, pile in. Or Mike didn't take it, pile in. Same scenario. And again, the SPY just kept selling lower and lower, and so I didn't want to take ARUN where I had mentioned to the room 2264 with a low of day stop. I just couldn't get myself to do it, but that became a MOPI trade, and from 2264 up a whole dollar on probably about a dime risk. Yeah, about a dime risk. It went up to 2364. So a dollar move on a dime risk that didn't get stopped out. But again, I just gave a verbal on ARUN that, hey, it's given a nice clean fives and had that PFPD, potential final push down look to it. So there's another example of some trades that were put out in the room that that I didn't take and won't be on the results page, but many people benefited from it, because a lot of people in there aren't as conservative as I am. I like to have everything line up. If ARUN was doing this and the market was just steady or in a boring state, I would have taken this. I love when an individual stock does that potential final push down, irrespective of the market, because then I don't know, it's more apt to work because the whole market isn't acting like a weight on everything. This was doing this with the market, so that gave me pause, but it certainly gave a great risk reward the way we teach. And again, a dollar move on about a dime stop. But that's it for my highlights today. I could go into several of our members' calls because a lot of them found great setups as well, but I didn't copy them. And again, I had to leave a little early to do an airport run today. So that's it. That's the highlights from today. We'll try to send out a free pick again next week. And yeah, we'll do a free pick again next week, and we'll still do a follow-up video from what we do live in our chat room on Friday. We'll have a video follow-up on that Friday's highlights on Friday afternoon. So, all right, have a great night. We'll talk to you later.